right side angle theorem doesn't work as much all the time. And today we're going to talk about why that's the case. Why is specifically SSA the one that doesn't work all the time? And let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you by working on this example. Let's say we have the three sides to a triangle. One is 5, one is 7, and the purple one is the one we don't know. Well, let's do an example here. Let's say we have the blue one is 5, which will be right here. The red one, 7, is a little longer. That's 7. And the purple is the one connecting these two triangles, correct? Oops, right there. Now, let's say, for example, we have the same triangle, the same sides for the blue and the red, but now the 5 is a little pushed forward more. And actually, let me make it smaller so it can represent the 5. So here's what happens to if I do that to the 7, right there. And what happens if I do that to the purple? Oops, I think the numbers changed. That was a 5. Let me change this real quick. That was 7. Now, let's focus on this angle. Now, notice that both angles are still acute. This is still acute. But now, look at these angles as well. These angles are all changing because you're changing how acute this triangle is. Because you're focusing on two sides in one angle in that order, it's really difficult to figure out your SSA. Look, here's a side. Here's we skip one. Here's a side, and we want to get this angle. But look, sometimes the angles might be different. You can't really go that way. Same thing if we were going this way. Here's a side. Here's the side. Here's an angle. But look, my angles might be different because of the way you're shifting the triangle. So that's one example if my angle was acute. If I were to try the same thing, but they were obtuse, look at this. If I were to go my 5 being here, my 7 being right there, and purple line connecting them. Let's try another one being a little further out. Let's say if I did, actually a little closer. If that was 5, if that was 7, and if that was that purple. Now, notice they're very similar, guys. However, if we were trying to connect these, they're both obtuse. But this angle is going to shift dramatically. These angles are not going to be the same because they're being moved around. Even though the sides are the same, the obtuse or the acute angles are not, is a possibility that they could not be congruent. Therefore, it's very important that you check the SSA very carefully, making sure you're choosing the correct angle and sides appropriate to a specific problem. So SSA doesn't always work. The rest will do.